Hello, and welcome back to Late Night Chess with hoping this game that we win this game. And if we don't win, I'm hoping that I play good moves and that my opponent plays good moves, but that my moves are just a little bit better than his. We're going to try to see if we can't come up with plans in the middle game and execute. Alright, G3. I haven't faced this in a long time. G3 is kind of a strange move. I don't know what theory there's against this. If he's just going for a king's Indian attack, how does that go? I forgot what king's Indian attack, what the structure's like. That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Do I fee and cat out? Let's delay castling for one more move. Maybe he'll let us take the center. I'm guessing he won't. Okay, it looks like he is. Looks like he's giving us this broad center. It's almost like this is a... exactly. Yeah, Sicilian invitation. This is sort of like it's reversed, right? Because he's playing these small moves, I'm playing big moves. So if I can manage... Oh, this is tough. I want to go here to defend e5. Let's go this way. And wow. Okay, this is a strange opening. I don't think my opponent is... But imagine if my queen was right here and I had a knight right there. That would be awesome. If he wants to put his knight on h3, do I really want to stop him? You know what? Probably we should just finish developing. Where is his knight going, right? So his knight can go to g5. Also, probably when his knight's on h3, it will reinforce the f4 break. That's what he's going for. And I kind of put my bishop on kind of a wonky square to defend against that. We also have to notice that both these pieces are targeting the central pawn. So we're going to go ahead and defend that. If the knight goes to h3, which I suspect it will, okay, he goes this way first. We're going to take and take. This is still defended sufficiently. And, let's see. If I attack his knight, and his knight goes to the edge, I can pursue it, I think. If it comes in this way, I can attack it again. If he goes back, I feel like he's just going to kind of push through right here, and that's sort of scary a little bit for my bishop. If I take and he takes with the pawn, do I want to trade queens in that position? You know what? I think my light squared bishop is better than his. And if he trades it off, I think I'll have weak squares around his king. So now he's definitely going for this. Now the question is, do I permit? Right? Do I permit it to happen? Or do I go for g5? I really don't see a strong need to play g5. G5 is prophylactic, stopping him from playing f4. If I want my own way, I can just play this, right? And then I'm pushing over on this side of the board, although he'll be pushing on the side of the board where my king's at. I still don't really appreciate how his king is kind of his king. I can push immediately. That would be good. Let's mute this. I can push immediately and try to give him a weak pawn this way. The problem is after, so let's say I play here, and he pushes this way, and I take. If he closes on me, I can take, he takes, and my bishop can retreat. So I'm safe in that position. But if I push, he pushes, I take, he takes, and obviously he can take with the queen even in that position, then this really destabilizes my center quite a lot. I feel like I don't want my bishop To be here, I think I'd rather have my pawn there. So I'm going to do this move, which does feel highly weakening, but I think it serves a valuable purpose. And I think if h4 trying to break everything open, I can play even king g7, rook h8, and just try to hurt him. That's really the purpose of this, is to bring my king upright. My bishop's going to drop back to e7, and maybe if he tries to break open my big center, I'm kind of forcing him to also increase the power of my bishop on d6. So this is my idea, is for the bishop to come this way, for the king to go forward, for the queen and the rook to hopefully help out. My knight doesn't have a clear purpose. He's kind of solidifying the center and stopping a queenside push, hopefully. As I say that, I'm wondering if c4 is a move for him. Like I just think about this move and what do I do, right? Because take en passant, it just improves his knight and gives him this outpost square in the center of the board. But if I leave it, then I'm just saying I have to trinket this for the rest of the game, which I could do this way, assuming that he doesn't have a3 later. So probably c5 comes, and perhaps my queen goes for an excursion this way, to try to tempt a move like this to come in. I'm not sure, honestly. b5 on the cards to eventually push the queen side. I just kind of want to hold. I want to take his threats, and I want to minimize them as much as I can. Because he has two knights, I have two bishops, so I do want a more open position, right? And that's why I can play c4, kind of when I feel like it, is the idea. I just want to make sure that f4 doesn't come and hurt my center even more than it needs to, right? Again, with a move like b5, you got to watch out that your knight doesn't fall, doesn't become, undefended, so you got to watch out for that. If this bishop moves and the knight moves, the bishop can enter in. I just see that the king's light squares are defended basically by these two pieces alone. And I'm not very happy with his knight on g1. I think it's not doing so good. It's doing good if there's an attack at his king, but right now there's not. I feel like I'm kind of keeping my options open. If f4, I take with the g pawn first. I think I take with the g pawn first. Then I can take back this way, and that will be all the pawns. My king will be open, so king h7, rook g8 will have to suffice, and already maybe I'm not so happy, so perhaps I take the other way first. If he takes no matter what. Like it doesn't really matter which way I take first, I don't think. All of his pieces are helping with f4 and a kingside thrust, right? If I could put my king anywhere, I'd put my rook on c8, and I'd put my king on b8. So I'm wondering if there's an argument to be made for a king walk. Okay, and he played it. Well, I can't let him push. I can't let him push because that locks the position down. So we'll take. Okay, and then I think I can take again. But honestly, I'm not sure. He can still push, and that's still a problem. Yeah, he can still push, and that's a problem. I feel like his king is opening up. My king is also opened. When the knight steps forward, attacks the bishop. The queen can enter now. This too is the truth. I'm thinking we're going to develop this guy now. We're also going to block off. We're going to block off the line. Takes. Queen g4 is my guess. Okay, he didn't play that. He's aiming for this, but I don't think that works the way he thinks it works. So we're going to move our pieces in like this. We also have moves like this in play, which actually wins the knight-a-roo. This is a threat. Oh, it doesn't win the knight a rook, but if he trades bishops, I think that's better for me. My king always goes to h7. The bishop and the queen both have a pretty strong hold over f6. And I'm curious if f5 ever happens. I'm curious if f5 happens. If it does, I'm pretty sure my king has to go on h7. Pretty sure it has to be on h7. But I'm really not a huge fan of this guy here. Oh, wait a second. This doesn't even work for him. Yeah, he has to play this, because I was thinking if I go here and he blocks with the bishop, I just take with the knight. That's pretty bad for him. Should we pile up some more on this pawn? I want to. I don't know how practical that is. So I could push f6, giving one more defender. I actually really like that. One more defender. So now the bishop and the rook are both defending, and that frees the queen up to do other shenanigans, right? So we'll go this way. I think this is probably close to the right idea. That square can be checkmate sometimes. Right? Depends on the situation. I feel like queen c2 might not be right. Queen c2, queen d6. Queen this way. Okay, this is interesting. Because that is an undefended knight. And he's trying to hop into this square, I think. So I'm pretty sure if we go this way, we block off the knight's access to this square. The knight really shouldn't go there. Oh, he can takes with the rook. And I don't really see this knight as having a huge threat right now. And hopefully I'm not just missing it. But if he wants this, I just take this first. He takes. I attack the queen. The queen's attacked, and then I can take back. So I don't see a big issue here. Probably my rook is my least good piece at the moment. And so I should improve it. The question is, how should it improve? And I'm going to go ahead and put it in front of the pawn on e4 to try to stop any pushes later on. Yeah, we're going to take the knight first. And if you take the bishop, okay, like this, that's what we talked about, then I can take like this. Now, hopefully I haven't missed something terrible, but that looks like that's a pawn for me. This isn't check, because the knight's defending, and even if the rook sacks this way, the queen actually still defends here. So if I was him, I would have put my bishop there. Yeah, I think that might have been a mistake. I think bishop there was way stronger, like significantly stronger. All right, well, we're going to retreat the bishop. We're just going to seal everything up like this. And we're going to try to see if we can't scooch our king forwards. If we can scooch our king forward, if we can scooch our knight backwards, we can kind of huddle up. I literally don't care about the b7 pawn. His king has nothing around him anymore. My king does have something around me. So I feel like this is sort of all right the way it's going. Okay, the queen stepped forward one square. That likely means he's moving so the rook can come in. I'm worried about something like this happening, and my king's a little bit more exposed than I want it to be. So, can my king run away? That's the question I'm going to ask myself. Can my king run to d8? If I go f8, he has a check. He also has check by taking. I take back. The queen checks me. I move away. Queen checks again. I drop back. I don't see a big problem with that. So I'm going to move my king outside of the battlefield, away from everything. He can take here if he wants to. It's pinned. So I take back. And then there's check, and I step away. And I run all the way to d8. I'm just going to get my king safe. Okay, so he's trying to say your king will never be safe. He's giving up this pawn. Now, is that bad for me to take that pawn, actually? Because I think I still even have a5, right? I think I still even have a5. I could also just play b6. Although, I think I'm going to take this way. Okay? And he wants to give me another pawn. And now this, I don't think he can. I just don't think that's sound. He just gave me those, like, both of the side. And my king can definitely go to d8, and now it can even go to b8. Like, yeah, I feel like he overplayed that maybe a little bit. Um, I thought he was gonna go for like this and try to target this pawn, which I was totally agreeable to. I thought that was a totally fine strategy. I'm undefending my knight. This is the truth. But we're gonna say it's okay. And if he wants to be like really salty and like really awful to me, he can go this way, this way, this way, this way. And that'll be a bad pawn structure for me. Because the G pawn will be indefensible. Indefensible. But Rook H8 always comes with like, you know, really powerful impact. The queen has to keep an eye on this pawn. Yeah, I just don't think he's playing correctly. I can start to shuffle this pawn up the board. I could have played it just now, actually. Uh, okay, that's a fine threat. Um, let's just scooch over this way. Or do we go this way? Well, let's go this way. We're gonna target this, and we're gonna play rook back like this. We're gonna push here. The idea is we're baiting him to take that, and then rook h8 wins a piece, because he can't defend the queen. He can't save everything. All right, so he's gonna hop in. I'm proud of him. Let's leave. Anything we can do to open up an attack against the king is good for us. Notice that takes, queen takes. We have this rook check, and then we can actually take this pawn here. Okay? That's check. Oh, this is actually bad for me. Yeah, I didn't see that. Takes. Whoa, he didn't take it? Okay, I'm trying to miss stuff, I think. I'm playing a little bit too ambitious. Let's step to the side again. Let's try not to get checkmated. Let's try to not get checkmated. Now that's a really tempting move that I want to play. Yeah, that's what I mean by not get checkmated. Let's go here. Let's try to stop everything. I have 49 seconds left, which is not a lot of time. If the queen moves, I actually have checkmate, which is pretty cool. So I want to play a move like this. That's my goal. I wonder if I can't play f5. f5 is a pretty cool move. Let's try f5. The pawn's pinned. He's gonna push. Oops. A lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Bishop in. Taking this. Oh, wow, watch this. I take here, and I have check. Nope, I'm freaking out. This is not great. There's great positions and there's not great positions. And this is a not great position. Let's go here. I had this move. And then over. And then I can take his queen back. Okay. No! I blundered. That's unfortunate. I'm running out of time. Attacking here. That's a check. Yeah, this is not good. There's good and there's not good. Rat's a fretzel. Yeah. Nope. I'm just pre-moving now. Nope, I can't go there. And that's checkmate. Good for him. He checkmated me. Well, that did not go well. I spent too much time. I think in the opening, he really threw me off. I think his opening is not good. And I did not punish it correctly. I don't know anything about this. I was making up the moves on the go. And yeah, I was really happy. I think here, I was really happy. I think black's doing better, if not winning here. And I actually liked my plan of running away. I thought even this was good. This was uncomfortable when I had to move my queen. So in this position, what do I play to avoid that discomfort? In this position, when he goes backwards, I then have to play, I believe, h5. h5 here is the move. Yeah, and then why is... Oh, he didn't take anything. It was just check. Yeah, that's check. I step to the side. Everything's pinned. I'm still even holding here. Here even I'm okay, right? I can go this way. Oh, no, because it's pinned. And I can't go forward because check. So I just lose his pawn. Or I play rook e6. Everything together, which is crazy. Until the knight comes forward, but that's one tempo too slow, and then I can take this. He takes here, it does not matter, I can take back, and then while he's taking, I can push this. No, so here's the plan, sorry. Let me demonstrate my ideas. So, rook e6, I'm laterally defending this, and you think, well, here you go, see? Now he's attacking everything. Then actually, I think I take here. And you're like, but you lose like this. Like you lose the rookaroo, right? Like this. He's like forking and everything. And if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be, I'm pretty sure I have rook here. Because on queen takes, I have queen here checkmate. Right? This is checkmate. Oh, he takes with the bishop. And I thought if he steps forward, that seems to save him, except for then I can take this way. But also, I can check here first. Check. He can't go this way, and he can't take, so he has to go here. How did this go? This is a real line. And then here. There's checkmate. That's right. So these both seem good, right? If I can sack the rook like this, it's actually checkmate. Except for if he takes with the bishop, then it's not checkmate. Then I'm sad. Yeah, if he takes with the bishop, I'm sad. Here, he can't take that, so he has to stay on the line. Here, then I can make a queen. Obviously, I don't think it matters, because I think this move just wins. I'm pretty sure that wins. Yeah, I can't go forward. Anyway, I thought there was chances or something. My tactics I know are all wrong. Like, you don't tell me in chat, but I do want to see what the losing stroke was. It was tactical. I was lower on time than he was. Yeah. Thank you for watching Late Night Chess with Turkish Films. I hope you tune in next time when we play more chess.